Sup guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do the Punisher Eurohit issue 76, Eurohit 4 of 7 by Marvel Comics. Let's dive in. Yeah, it's written by Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning and Doug Braithwaite. It's the penciler. I'm not, like I said, I cannot pronounce those names pretty good. Forgive me. So we start here. I believe this is still London or maybe Switzerland. I'm not entirely sure. And the Punisher is still looking for Snakebite. So again, if you want to know what's going on, check out my other Punisher videos on my channel and subscribe if you like what you are seeing. I would really appreciate that. Anyway, on with the show. So I believe her name is Christine. She's still with him. And she says, "What's happening, Frank? The Swiss mob guys have been down there for 10 minutes. Their Italian friends should be showing up any second. They look confident, safe. Their heavy seem to have the area covered. But I know better. Looks like Snakebite's boys are already in a position. Bingo, I was right. They're making their move. So yeah, Snakebite has a, a hit list. And they are going to take care of some, I believe, competition. Could be wrong, and but you know, Punisher's only interested in Snakebite, right? And but then he gets a telephone from Micro, right? Micro has some intel, and so it also seems that the cartels are here. They're all grouping together, and it seems that Snakebite wants them dead. And it has to do with the tunnel, right? Kingpin is involved, so there's a lot of things going on. And Micro says, hey, the Punisher says, your timing stinks, Micro Man. You can't be doing anything more important than hearing my news. And he says, you told me Sinclair, Sinclair, that's this woman, said her boss was Fisk, you know, the Kingpin. And we already know he's in London on channel tunnel business. But you know, and why am I saying Christine all the time? Sinclair is looking out with her binoculars, and she is, you know, updating the Punisher what's going on. And she says, we got big free Italian couples coops pulled up at the edge of the square. Some mafioso types are getting out. Frank, 2 of them are approaching the Swiss by the fountain. Come on, Frank. It's going to happen. We got to stop it. But he totally ignores her. While Microchip says, Fisk owns the tunnel. I uncovered a stack of dummy companies that are front for him. Add them together and they give him 90% control interest in the Eurotunnel project. So yeah, it all has to do, you know, with money and control and power. But Frank says, what has that to do with this assassination run and Snakebite's reference to Kuwait? Elementary, Mr. Castle. It's not Kuwait, it's Quirt. Or Quert. The first 5 letters on the keyboard. I cracked it this morning. It's the Kingpin's code word for the operation. Keys. He's out to remove and replace the key men in Europe's main crime families. The name's on the list. And that is actually pretty smart. And Chris, stop saying Christine, Marinus. I forget her name every fucking time. Sinclair. So Micro says, I entered the word Quirt and it gave me a backstage pass to the Kingpin's whole show. It looks like he's planning to unify Europe's trade, all right? Both legitimate and illegitimate? A criminal common market. With the Kingpin running it all. I have to stop this, he says. And then Sinclair is walking out because somehow she wants to stop all this, what's happening outside. And I'm not sure why she's doing that. So she's running on the street and she's getting immediately, you know, grabbed by these are these French goons? Yes, they're talking French. And she says, you're in danger. Comment? And he says, Punisher, where are you, Snakebite? If anything happens to Sinclair. But then we hear the loud noises of the, how do you call these things? Bells? Yes. And he says, oh man, the clock tower. Yeah. So Snakebite is here. Oh, this is the wrong pick, by the way. And this looks great. Look at this big gun he has. And he's just shooting immediately the competition. And but then we realize Sinclair is there, and he says, "What's going on? What is she doing here? She's scattering the targets." Oh well, this it'll just take a little longer than I expected. Yeah, they are running in each other the last couple of issues. So yeah, but in Punisher he has a stare. Is that how you say stare? Modified to carbine format, and the selective fire trigger means I can open it automatically. Good news for him, but not so good for Snakebite. So he's getting shot, and he says, "Snakebite to recovery, get me out of here." And well, the targets are just fleeing everywhere. So there goes their plan. But then, none other than Badrock the Leaper is also here. I'm not sure. I believe he's on the side of Snakebite and Kingpin because he's hired, etc. But these goons are French goons are still, escaping while Punisher's shooting at him. And then Snakebite noticed that Punisher is here, and he says, "Rapido, take out the hotel. It's the Punisher." So we have Rapido with his, his Gatling gun arm. And yeah, Frank needs to go away, although he's going to be Swiss cheese. And so Snakebite is, fleeing. Well, not really fleeing with a helicopter. He's, after the targets on the list. And Frank says, "Oh man, they're getting away." So then Sinclair comes with this hired car, and he says, "I'll drive. No time." And she puts on the pedal to the metal. And Snakebite to Rapido. The Punisher's on your tail. Close up on the target. We coming in behind you. Oui, he says. So yeah, I love this car, by the way. It's so, very low to the ground. I wonder what is this a real car or a made-up car? I don't know, but it looks sick. I don't know. I just love these very low cars, by the way, these sports cars. So yeah, Rapido comes in, and these French mobsters shooting at him, but Rapido says, "Ha ha ha," or "Hey, hey, hey." And he's, "Well, this is happening." Well, yeah, these are, look at this. This looks great, man. But then the Punisher comes. Well, she still is laughing. And Punisher says, "I scoffed at Sinclair's choice of rental car when she first hired it. But now I appreciate the Jaguar, the Jag's horsepower. The stair-stopping power speaks for itself." Man, this looks great. So, yeah, even so Rapido is out of the picture too. I wonder if he's surviving. Well, we don't see a body yet. So then, yeah, he's going after the French goons. Also, it's not, Italians, according to the Punisher. I thought it was French. Could be wrong. Anyway, Badrock is here. He says, "Bonjour, mes amis." I always love the Badrock. His design is pretty simple, but there is something about him that is really fun to look at, with this twirly villain mustache, the way he speaks, and this mask that he wears, and the color scheme. And he's not really come over as a very evil guy. He's making jokes, and he's sometimes lighthearted when it's personality, but he is a very deadly assassin. I like it. So yeah, this is happening. So they're having a fight, and Badrock says, "Alors, now I will take your life, I'll think, Monsieur Punisher." And Punisher says, "You'll take nothing from me, you pompous jerk. Mon ami, you have insulted me. Now I will no more certainly destroy you. It is something I will get a big kick out of." Get it? Badrock the Leaper, kicking. Okay. Anyway, yeah, it was a bad joke. So he's been kicked through the windshield, and then he says, "Keep going." But then the Badrock wants to grab Sinclair, and he's just, stopping immediately, pulling. I'm blanking why I'm doing that. You know what's happening. She's putting her foot on the brakes, and he flies out of the car. And the Punisher says, "Let's go. Run him over." He's so cold-hearted. I love it. But she says, "I'm not you, Punisher." And it looks so great. And so Snakebite says, "Badrock, you half-wit. If you want something done, do it yourself." So he shoots at these, presumably Italians. And so this guy comes out, and Snakebite says, "Say, Signor Ginelli, my original target. You are a tenacious little shit. I give you that. But now your time's up." But then Punisher comes, and Snakebite is bragging. He says, "This is an armored military bird. What the F do he think he can do against Gets us with a rifle. Well, this Snakebite, and he screams, "Get it under control! Get it under control!" And he says, "I'm trying, I'm trying." Says says the pilot. Like I said, it's serious, gritty, but also a little bit funny at the same time. And it's not cringe funny. It's just, I know, pure funny. And that's why the writing of this series is so good. And she says, "Nice shot." "Lucky shot," says the Punisher. So he gets the Italian guy, and Snakebite is hanging here. And he says, "Snakebite to all groups, rendezvous at our position. Get us down here. Badrock, Rapido, do you hear me?" Oui, hear you, monsieur. As you say, of wheat. So yeah, Rapido has survived too. And great series, by the way. But then Punisher is going back to the lodge, I guess. So he writes in his Punisher War Journal, "Our Italian friend got very chatty and told us that the Italian and the Swiss mobs were meeting to discuss the Kingpin's European plans. We brought him to the ski lodge where he was due to meet his backup. Now, if I can play along this initial distrust of the Kingpin, maybe I can blow Fisk's plans apart from the inside." And so he says, "This place, Janelli, yeah, see, they are expecting me." So he's opening the door, but then he's kicked in the face again. But this time it's none other than, hey, do you remember this Spider-Man villain? It's none other than the Tarantula. I love it. So he says, "Nice to meet you, my friends." Right on time. And I believe, well, I'm pretty sure the Tarantula is Spanish, by the way, and Badrock the Leaper is French. So yeah, pretty Eurohit-y, to me. Yeah, this is a great series. I love the writing. I also like the fact that, there's some, like I said, there's some humor in here. The art is great. The writing is sharp. And I see, characters that I have seen in years, like the Tarantula and the Badrock, the Leaper. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, it's been 3 weeks since I reviewed the issue 66. So I'm going to try my best to do this a little bit quicker. So sorry for the delay, guys. And thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. I see you next time. Bye-bye.